All right, so I've arrived at the dealership, and the question is, where am I? And the answer is... Welcome to another episode of Out of Spec Dave, where today is another collection day. And I've got a wild one going on here now, folks. This is something I hadn't planned. It's a split decision. I usually take my time in making decisions. And look, I'm excited to share this very unexpected development as I'm driving in my Model 3 rear-wheel drive LFP up to a dealership for collection day. So this is going to be a fun one. Let's get into it. Okay, so here is my 2023 Model 3. This is the base rear-wheel drive model with no options, zero options. This is a white car with a black interior. Let me show you the interior with the sort of nice wood grain dash. Excuse the floor mats and the mess. But you know, this is it's got a glass roof. I mean, this thing is so well equipped, and it even includes heated rear seats. Now, the price of this car back in March of this year when I bought it was $42,990. Then you had to add $1,390 worth of delivery and a reservation fee of $250 that you get back after you buy the car. There were a couple of things that I was kind of unhappy with this car. They adjusted the trunk on it, but still wasn't really perfect. This side over here was much worse, and they definitely made it better. The seat itself, it squeaks. I made a video about that. If I push back in the seat or if I accelerate, listen to this. And I've had this weird noise with the car that is like a clicking noise at speed. I appreciate everyone's help. I found out what it is, and it's, I don't know if you can hear this. I don't know what's going on under there, but it wasn't in the door. That's the exact noise I was hearing. I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is a smoking hot deal. Out the door, basically $37,600. And look, I've enjoyed this car tremendously. It really is a great car. As a matter of fact, I made a video with Max over on the Out of Spec Guide channel. What an amazing car this is. Now, we all know the new Model 3, the Highland, is coming out, which I'm definitely very interested in that car. But that's not out yet. And yeah, I look at this line right here. Even this is still not great. I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm being a little too nitpicky, but so this particular car, what a great driving machine. It's a lot of fun. It's like a go-kart on the road. It's really treated me well. But you know what? I'm making a change, folks. I am. And before you tell me I'm crazy in the comments, watch the entire video, because I think what you're going to see today is going to maybe surprise a few of you. We'll see. After you see the whole deal and my thought process and logic about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, let me know if I'm crazy. Maybe I am crazy. I don't know. If I am crazy, I'm having fun being crazy. Come join me. All right, let's go up to the dealership and make a deal. You know, one of the other things that I really like about this car is the battery pack that's in this car. It's not a huge battery pack, but it's what's called the LFP battery pack. It's a lithium iron phosphate. And what does that all mean? Basically, that means that Tesla says you can charge this particular car. It's the only one that's sold in the United States with the LFP, I think. I believe the rear-wheel drive Model Y that's sold in Canada may have an LFP, but I know that this car has the LFP battery pack. And what does that mean? What that means is that you can charge, at least safely charge, on a consistent basis. You can charge this car to 100% I pretty much do it every day if I needed to. I really don't need to because I use this car as my commuter car. I drive 6 miles a day, and once a week I definitely top it all the way up to 100%. Where I'm told that that helps the battery management system, or the BMS, kind of keep its place where it knows where it is. So that's a great feature, to be able to charge this battery safely up to 100%. Now, the range, the stated range EPA on this car is not as long a range as the long range Model 3, or even for that matter, the performance Model 3. I think the long range Model 3, they say maybe 330 miles of EPA rated range. And I believe the performance Model 3 is 315 miles of range. This car, they claim, has an EPA rated range of 279 miles. But if you think about the usability of this car versus, because you can charge it to 100%, if you charge either one of those other cars to 80% or even 90%, you're basically right at the same range. And so that works for me. The other thing is, look, I live in southern Connecticut in Fairfield County, and there's not a lot of snow. At least last year we didn't have a lot of snow. And so this is a rear-wheel drive. And a lot of people are like, wait, it's my first electric car. Maybe I shouldn't get an all-wheel drive. I need to get an all-wheel drive. But the couple of things that I've found is that because this car has the motor over the rear axle, when you're in snow, it's all about the type of tires that you have. Now, I just run all season tires on this, and Kathy and I took this car up when we were doing In Search of Magic Docks. We went up to the casino in New York State, and I ended up hitting a major blizzard in this car somewhere between Utica, New York and Albany, New York, and it was gnarly. It was really kind of crazy. And you know what? This car was fine. So I wouldn't really freak out about having a rear-wheel drive car. Now, if you live in a climate with big hills and mountains, I was being careful, and I'm not going to say that all-wheel drive is not as good as rear-wheel drive, but when you look at the value that this Model 3 with the rear-wheel drive, and my use case for how much I really am going to be driving it in snow, it made a lot of sense for me to do that. So again, Model 3, the LFP, great car. I'll be sad to see it go. I really have enjoyed this car tremendously, but it's time for a change. So let's go. All right, so I've arrived at the dealership, and the question is, where am I? And the answer is, I'm back at Tesla. What a surprise, right? But the only question is, what model am I getting? And why am I getting rid of this beautiful car? Well, let's get into it a little bit, and I'll explain what's happening here. Well, we just picked up Kathy's Model Y 9 days ago, and hers is white. Well, how cool would it be if I got myself a black Model Y Performance? I mean, look at this thing. This thing is rocking it right here. Beautiful car, but that's not it. That's not it. Let's see what else is over here. We got a gorgeous, look at this, beautiful new red. This is the new red on the Model X. The Model X's they're giving smoking hot deals on the Model X's right now. I mean, you could get about 10 grand off these cars. So the way that I would spec one of these out now, the Model X, this red paint is a $2,000 option, and I think it looks spectacular, especially with the black accents. Is this my car? Is this what I'm getting? You're talking about an inventory car right now. They're giving some smoking hot deals. And I do love this red color. Absolutely gorgeous, but that's not my car either. Let's see. There's a Model 3 Performance. That's looking beautiful right there. We've got a lot of activity going on here. And now the Model S's, I don't see a Model S here. That's kind of concerning to me. The Model S's, everyone knows that I had a Palladium. I had a 2021. A little bit of a bad situation with that car, just because of the fact that I had a lot of repair issues that happened with that. But The deals you can get on a Model S right now are quite incredible. The way that I would spec out a Model S, if I were to get one, would be only around $81,000. Now, the Model S that I bought, the 2021, it had 23,000 miles on it. I paid $94,000. That Model S, brand new, it was about $109,000. And you can buy that car today, brand new, for $81,000, the same exact car. And it includes free unlimited supercharging. So, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of you know that I've been sort of on the fence about my Lucid. What am I going to do? Am I going to keep my Lucid? Am I going to get the Model S? But I don't see the Model S here. So, I don't know. Maybe it's over here. Let's check this out. No, that's a Model 3. That's a Model 3. Well, look at this here. This looks like a Model 3 here. Looks exactly like the one that I have. This is the, yeah, this is a 2023. What does this say in here? Check that out. David Connor. What the heck? What is going on here? There's my new car, folks. So here's the deal. I made a video about a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago, with Max on the Out of Spec podcast channel, Out of Spec Guide channel, sorry about that. And I was talking about the values on these Model 3 rear-wheel drive, the ones with the LFP pack. They're amazing values right now. This car here, I'm not going to go over the specific numbers, but let me ask you a question. Why would I be getting the exact same car if I just bought one in March, right? Why would I do that? And here's the question that I have for you. If someone were to come to you and you had a, let's say, a 4-month-old car with 6,000 miles on it, and they said, you can get a brand new car, the same exact one, the one that I love, and it will cost you no money, and it will cost you, and you won't make any money. A complete push deal. Would you go for that? So I explored this, literally, it's Saturday morning here. I explored this on Thursday night. I was talking to Kyle about what these Model 3 LFPs, they're going for like 38 grand inventory cars. And I paid 43 for mine plus. And so I put in a request for seeing how much I would be able to get for my Model 3. This car was $38,030, marked down it was marked down like over $2,000. And at the end of the day, I was looking at the numbers. I said, I can get a brand new Model 3 rear-wheel drive LFP, the exact same one, for no money. So I said, I'll do the deal. And here I am 2 days later, picking up the car. The name of the car, you ready for this? Xerox, because it's an exact copy of the car that I have. So that's the deal. I'm gonna go inside and sign for the paperwork. That's my new car, at least for now. This is my new car. All right, so I'm in Xerox now, and this is great. You know, one of the nice things about this buying the brand new one is you get loyalty points. I'll probably make a video about the new loot box or loyalty program that Tesla has. I don't know if you're not familiar with it. They had it a while back. Now they reinstated it, but I got 3,500 loyalty points for buying this car, which I can use to purchase things like supercharging. This car also comes with 3 years free 3 years. The Model S's and the Model X's come with 3 years free supercharging, unlimited for 3 years. This one is, it's 3 months, whatever. I mean, look, you know, I won't charge it home for a little while and the car will be DC fast charged. I think this LFP battery pack can take it. You know, anyway, but you know, it's nice perks that they're throwing at you. It's the end of the quarter. I would, if you're in the market for a Model 3 or any Tesla right now, Tesla's going crazy. They have a huge push going on every quarter end they do. It's now it's now June 24th. It's our wedding anniversary today, Kathy and I. Unfortunately, she's down in Florida. I'm up here in Connecticut. This is what happens when Kathy and I are apart from each other. I just go out and buy another car. But look, there's such good deals out there.
And I think you should take a look at them, whether it's an S, whether it's an X, whether it's a Y, whether it's a 3. Look at the inventory cars and pounce. Now is the time to get one of these Model 3s, especially the existing LFP Model 3 rear-wheel drives. When the new Highland comes out, those are definitely going to be more expensive. So if you're happy with the existing car, which I am for now, we'll see what happens, then just go out and get one. These are great cars. You could buy this car and drive it for the next 10 years. Out the door, this car was like under $30,000 with all the tax credits. That's amazing. These are not expensive cars, folks.
So here it is. This is my new 2023 Model 3 rear-wheel drive LFP. And I just remembered that I needed to cancel my service appointment on my other car, which was named Oreo Speedwagon. This one here is Xerox. And some of the things that I was having done on that car, you may remember I was complaining a little bit about the metal on metal noise at high speed when I was traveling, and it, you can kind of hear it on this one a little bit. I'm going to see how that does. I didn't hear it when I was driving home today, but it was really bad on the other one. I was going to have them adjust that. Then the biggest item that was really a pain for me was the seat. My driver's seat was squeaky. I made a whole video about it. And this one, I am happy to say, is not squeaky. Now, they were going to fix everything. Let's be honest. I mean, Tesla is amazing when it comes to fixing these vehicles. They were going to replace my whole seat. You can't ask for them more than that. And they were also going to take a look at the metal on metal noise at speed. But yeah, so that was good. And then I was going to actually have them take one more look at the seam, or the on the other. So these seams over here, these look good to me. This is really, quite good right there, and this one as well. Definitely a little bit better, a lot better than the other car. And they already adjusted it once over at Mount Kisco, but I was going to have them fix it again. But yeah, so look, this is real good. The seams on this car. So I'm pleased with the build quality on this particular vehicle. It's driving great. Look, I don't have to bring my car in for service now because I got a new one. Plus, on top of that, I got it detailed. I don't even have to clean my other one. This one's all clean. All right, so there she is. I took delivery of my new exact clone, the Xerox copy. The name of this car is Xerox, and it's amazing. It drives great, just like the other one drove great. And listen, folks, this was all about economics. Why not get a brand new car? It's amazing how much Tesla has lowered the prices on these cars. And what I really want to stress is, if you're in the market for a car, I don't care what car, you've got to look at these Model 3 LFP rear-wheel drive cars. These are some smoking hot deals right now. They are really pushing them out. I want to thank the folks at Mount Kisco for an amazing delivery, very efficient. The trade-in, I gave them the title. I am going to transfer the plates from the other one onto this car, but again, I have to actually get a temporary 30-day registration from New York State, and then when that comes in the mail, I'll transfer my plates from the other car to this car. And look, it's a very familiar car to me. If I didn't say anything to anybody, no one would they wouldn't know. And but one thing I do have right now is I have a brand new 6,000 fewer miles on this car, and it's going really well. I don't have to take it in for repair to get my seat fixed. The seams are better on this car. I think it drives great. The other one did too. But anyway, listen, Thanks again for watching another episode of Out of Spec Dave. Xerox and I, we're going to get acquainted, even though I feel like I already know him like the back of my hand, because I do. So, it's just another day in the life of Dave. Anyway, catch you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.